Did you ever stop to think that a song could hold the entire DNA of a single year? I'm not talking about the monster hits from Elton John or Queen that owned the airwaves for months. I'm talking about the ghosts on the radio, the flashes in the pan that burned bright and fast. 1975 was a weird year. America was nursing a nasty hangover from Watergate and Vietnam. The economy was shaky. But somewhere in that haze of uncertainty, the music was our medicine. On this journey, we're digging up the lost sonic artifacts from that very year. We'll uncover how a silky funk track, long thought vanished, became the foundation for one of the greatest hip-hop anthems of all time. We'll dissect a ballad so massively famous the entire world eventually learned to hate it. This isn't just a list. It's an archeological dig into the soul of a decade. So join me. Let's drop the needle on 1975. Number 13, Dynomite, Bazuka. We kick off our journey with a pop culture phenomenon perfectly preserved in amber. Dynomite wasn't a song in the traditional sense. It was a sonic artifact, a perfect echo of primetime television's grip on the American psyche. The secret here is that Bazuka wasn't even a real band. It was a studio project by producer Tony Camillo, who cleverly capitalized on the explosive popularity of J.J. Evans' catchphrase from the hit TV show Good Times. This track is proof of how TV was starting to dictate the music charts. Musically, it's a serviceable disco-funk instrumental, but its entire identity was welded to a single word. Its legacy doesn't extend much beyond being a great trivia night answer, a testament to the fleeting nature of trend-based fame. It's a perfect time capsule, but an artistic dead end. From a TV trend, let's shift gears to an honest-to-God anthem from the heart of the American South. Number 12. There goes another love song, The Outlaws. Here's an obscure gem from the Southern rock playbook. The Outlaws were often overshadowed by titans like Lynyrd Skynyrd and the Allman Brothers, but with There Goes Another Love Song, they crafted something incredibly authentic. What many don't realize is that beneath the breezy melody, this song is a lament, a road-weary confession from a musician who knows that every love song he writes is another goodbye to the one he left back home. Recorded in the southern rock mecca of Macon, Georgia, the track has all the hallmarks of the genre. Those soaring, harmonized guitar solos, soulful vocals, and a touch of melancholy. It wasn't trying to reinvent the wheel, it was perfecting a formula. Its legacy is its honesty, a voice for the thousands of other blue-collar bands living that lonely life on the endless highway. Number 11. Rockin' Chair, Gwen McCrae.
Ooh, let me be your rocking chair. Just rock me.
In between the gathering storm of disco and the stadium rock giants, Gwen McCrae's Rockin' Chair felt like a warm Sunday afternoon on the porch. The secret to this song is its genius-level simplicity. Written by Miami's TK Records masterminds Clarence Reed and Willie Clark, it wasn't about wild nights out. It was about a comfortable, settled-in love that feels as good as a well-worn rocking chair.
Let your arms shelter me from all.
This is a prime example of the Miami sound, a subgenre of soul and funk known for its laid-back grooves, mellow horns, and infectious bass lines. While New York and Philly were churning out epic disco productions, Miami offered a warmer, more intimate vibe. Rockin' Chair didn't change the world, but it perfected a mood. It's a reminder that sometimes, music doesn't have to shout to be heard.
Rock me gently, make me feel like a cloud.
Number 10. 18 with a Bullet, Pete Wingfield.
I'm 18 with a bullet.
This might be one of the cleverest records on our list. Pete Wingfield, a British producer and session man, created a unique sonic artifact, a throwback to 1950s doo-wop, where the lyrics use Billboard chart jargon as a metaphor for making it with a girl. 18 with a Bullet was industry slang for a song at number 18 that was rapidly climbing the charts. Wingfield's brilliance was marrying this insider concept with a universally catchy tune, creating a hit that was both nostalgic and witty. Recorded with a loose, live in the studio feel, it has the authentic energy of a band just having a blast. While it didn't leave a massive cultural footprint, 18 with a Bullet is remembered as a masterclass in clever songwriting and a loving tribute to a bygone musical era.
I'm 18 with a bullet.
Number 9. Black Superman, Muhammad Ali, Johnny Wakelin, and the Kinshasa Band.
Sing Muhammad, Muhammad Ali.
In 1975, Muhammad Ali wasn't just an athlete. He was a global cultural earthquake. This track by Johnny Wakelin was the cultural seismograph that recorded the tremor. The fun fact is that Wakelin, a British musician, was inspired to write it after the legendary 1974 Rumble in the Jungle. This wasn't just a song about boxing. It was about pride, resilience, and the larger-than-life symbol Ali had become.
Muhammad was known to have said.
With its reggae-light, pop-inflected rhythm, the song perfectly captured the zeitgeist. It's not a complex piece of art, but it was timely and potent. It was the sound of a world captivated by a man who transcended sport to become the Black Superman. Its legacy is forever tied to Ali's own, a sonic snapshot of a time when a fighter could change the world.
Sing Muhammad, Muhammad Ali.
Number 8. Sky High, Jigsaw.
You've blown it all sky high.
The British group Jigsaw's Sky High is a perfect example of slick, massively produced power pop. The twist? It was originally written for a little-known martial arts film called The Man from Hong Kong. The song might have disappeared completely if American DJs hadn't discovered it and turned it into a surprise monster hit that soared up the charts.
You've blown it all sky high.
This track is a product of mid-70s studio craftsmanship, soaring string arrangements, a falsetto chorus you can't forget, and a sense of bombastic optimism. In an era still wrestling with cynicism, it was a pure shot of adrenaline. Though Jigsaw could never replicate its success, Sky High endures, popping up in movies and TV shows looking to evoke that specific 70s feeling. It was a brief but brilliant pop symphony.
You've blown it all sky high.
Number 7. Shame, 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 Shirley and Company. Before Saturday Night Fever made disco a global religion, there were the foundational texts, and Shame, Shame, Shame was one of the cornerstones. The backstory most people don't know is that the lead vocalist, Shirley Goodman, was already a music veteran who'd had a hit way back in 1956. Her comeback in '75 was nothing short of a miracle. This track, cut at Sylvia Robinson's studio, the future godmother of hip-hop and Sugar Hill Records, is pure proto-disco. It's got that insistent four-on-the-floor beat, a killer wah-wah guitar lick, and a raw urgency that commands you to move. It may lack the polish of later disco epics, but it has a primal energy, a pure, unadulterated joy. Its legacy is that of a groundbreaker, an essential part of disco's origin story. Number 6. Don't Call Us, We'll Call You, Sugarloaf.
Don't call us, child, we'll call you.
Now this is a rock song with a serious attitude, a middle finger aimed directly at the music industry. What makes this track so brilliant is its backstory. Sugarloaf had actually been rejected by CBS Records, and the line, "Don't call us, we'll call you," was the industry's standard issue brush-off. They turned that rejection into a revenge hit.
Don't call us.
The cleverness doesn't stop there. They embedded a guitar lick from the Beatles' I Feel Fine and a keyboard riff from Stevie Wonder's Superstition, as if to taunt the executives who wouldn't know talent if it hit them in the face. It even features the sound effect of a rotary phone dial. It was a scathing commentary on the brutal business of music and an anthem for every artist who's ever been told they weren't good enough.
Listen, kid, you pay for the car. You ain't bad, but we heard it all before.
Number 5, Chevy Van, Sammy Johns.
Like a princess, she was laying there, moonlight dancing over.
Few songs bottle a slice of 70s American culture quite like Chevy Van. This wasn't just a song. It was a short film about the nomadic lifestyle, the freedom of the open road, and the sexual revolution playing out on four wheels. Its secret was its sincerity. Sammy Johns was writing about an experience millions of young people were either living or dreaming about, leaving it all behind for a life of consequence-free moments.
She woke up and took me by the hand. She's gonna love me in my...
The song became the unofficial anthem of van culture, a subculture where customized vans were mobile bachelor pads. It was a symbol of escape from the constraints of suburban life. Though dismissed by some critics as simplistic, its simplicity was its strength. It's a Polaroid in sound, capturing a very specific, sun-drenched American dream from a long-gone era. All right, let's hit pause for a second. These aren't just tunes, they're time machines. Which song on this list transports you back to a specific memory? Drop your story in the comments below. I'd genuinely love to read them.
Like a princess, she was laying there, moonlight dancing.
Number 4, Poetry Man, Phoebe Snow.
Make me laugh, 'cause you're right.
Amidst the bombast of rock and the glitter of disco, Poetry Man arrived like a wisp of smoke in a late-night jazz club. Phoebe Snow was a singular talent, and the amazing thing about her was her multi-octave voice that could navigate complex melodies with effortless grace. Poetry Man was a masterclass in subtlety, a fusion of folk, jazz, and pop that nobody else could have pulled off.
Talk to me some more. You don't have...
The lyrics, describing an illicit affair, are both dreamlike and specific, leaving just enough room for the listener's own interpretation. It's that ambiguity that has made it endure. Critics at magazines like Rolling Stone rightly praise Snow as an artist of profound depth. Though she never landed another major pop hit, the legacy of Poetry Man is a testament to the power of pure, unadulterated artistry. It's a song for the quiet souls, a precious gem in a year of loud gold.
Talk to me some more. You don't have to...
Number 3, Love Won't Let Me Wait, Major Harris.
'Cause love won't let me wait.
This isn't a song, it's an atmosphere. Love Won't Let Me Wait is one of the chief architects of the Quiet Storm radio format, a subgenre of R&B tailor-made for the most intimate of moments. What set this record apart was its sheer audacity. The production famously includes suggestive moans and sighs mixed right into the track, which was pretty shocking for AM radio in 1975. Produced by Philly soul master Bobby Eli, the track is a sonic architecture of seduction. The lush strings, the slinky guitar, and Major Harris's pleading, passionate falsetto set the gold standard for romantic ballads for decades to come. Its legacy is immense. Countless R&B songs that followed were trying to recapture the mood it created. It isn't just a love song. It's the soundtrack to the act of love itself. Number 2, Feelings, Morris Albert.
Feelings.
We now arrive at one of the strangest phenomena in pop music history. Feelings by Morris Albert wasn't just a hit. It was a cultural supernova that collapsed on itself to become a black hole of schmaltz. The secret is that it became a victim of its own success. It grew so enormous, covered by everyone from Frank Sinatra to The Offspring, as a joke, that it became a punchline. This song is a case study in fame and ridicule. In 1975, it was a genuinely emotional ballad that connected with millions. But the simplicity of the melody and the over-the-top pathos of the lyrics made it an easy target for irony. The legacy of Feelings is therefore twofold. It's both one of the biggest hits of its time and the global symbol for bad musical taste. Its sheer persistence, whether loved or loathed, has made it immortal. And now, from a song everyone knows, we come to our number one. A song whose true, game-changing legacy remained a well-kept secret for nearly 2 decades. Number 1. I Want to Do Something Freaky to You, Leon Haywood.
I wanna do something freaky to you.
And here it is. On the surface, Leon Haywood's I Want to Do Something Freaky to You is a perfectly smooth, deep-cut funk soul gem from 1975. But its true legacy wasn't born then. Its legacy was born in 1992. The shocking secret, the one that recontextualizes everything, is that the song's haunting, iconic opening synth line was sampled by a young producer named Dr. Dre, becoming the very spine of nothing but a G-Tang. That's right. One of the most important, influential, and flat-out greatest hip-hop songs of all time was built on the foundation of a forgotten one-hit wonder from 1975. This gave Leon Haywood's song a second life, an immortality no one could have predicted. It crossed genres and generations, its analog warmth providing the perfect canvas for the birth of G-Funk and the sound of the West Coast. For this reason alone, for its profound, unexpected, and landscape-altering cultural impact, it has to be the most important, forgotten one-hit wonder of 1975. So there you have it. These songs aren't just forgotten tracks. They're echoes, shards from a shattered cultural mirror. They tell us about the dreams, the fears, and even the guilty pleasures of 1975. They prove that sometimes, the most interesting stories aren't in the spotlight, but waiting in the wings of history. Now I want to ask you, what do you think is the greatest one-hit wonder of all time? Let me know your pick in the comments. And if you dig these kinds of musical deep dives, do me a favor, like, share, and subscribe so we can keep unearthing these lost stories together. Thanks for taking this trip back with me.